Hello YouTube. Today I have awesome news for you. Today we are going to talk about when the iPhone 8 is releasing, and that means iPhone 8 plus release date, news and rumors. And let's get to it. According to the news or rumors, this year marks the 10th anniversary of the original iPhone. It has almost been the 10 years since Steve Jobs walked out on the stage and changed the way we use our mobile phones. So you can expect Apple to celebrate the major upgrade on the iPhone 8 or iPhone 8 Plus, right? That stacks up with some of the rumor we are already hearing. We suggest the iPhone 8 Plus will see a lot of improvement. We have already had word that the iPhone 8 Plus may come in two different models. The hard rumors of it having a fully upgraded species as well. The iPhone 7 Plus was even better than the iPhone 7. So we have high hopes for the iPhone 8 Plus too. But will it even be called the iPhone 8 Plus? Or we are going to get the iPhone 7s Plus? Apple's usual name convention suggests it will go for the iPhone 7s Plus, but the company may decide to use the 10th anniversary as the excuse to skip a generation or the major upgrade to the 2017. Let's talk about what is it and when it is going to be out and what will be its cost. It may be the next phablet phone iPhone, or it may be released up to probably with at the September 2017 or maybe at the 2018. And what is the cost of it? Many people are thinking about it. Lots and lots of money. I am sure that lots of money is going to pay for it. Then iPhone 8 Plus release date. Let's talk about it. For the last few years, Apple has announced new iPhone at the start of September and then released the phone later in the month. That's exactly when we would expect the iPhone 8 Plus to launch in the 2017. The only iPhone is not launched in the 2007 September in recent years is the iPhone SE, but we would expect the iPhone 8 Plus to follow the year after the iPhone 7s Plus, which launched in the September 2016. That means the iPhone 8 Plus may release at the same date when the date at which the iPhone 7 Plus had released. That means at the September 2017 or 2018, probably be at the 18. And there is also the chance this may be called the iPhone 7s Plus, in which the case of the handset called the iPhone 8 Plus won't be here in until 2018. Usually we would expect the Apple to introduce the S model on the year after the new number phone, but this year a lot of rumors have suggested it may also jump to the straight to the iPhone 8 Plus. But even assuming the late 2017 launch, it's possible that the iPhone 8 Plus won't land in the September, as rumors suggest that the issue with laminating the display, which could cause it to be delayed until the October or November. That means the iPhone 8 may not be released up to September because the display is not completely laminated. That means it may take up to the October or November. That means we should wait up to the October or November for the awesome phone. Then let us talk about the iPhone 8 Plus screen, and let's talk about the hottest leak. What is it? The hottest leak? According to the rumors, there will be the two versions, one with the OLED screen and one with the LCD. Some rumors suggest the screen size will increase and it could have the true tone display. Apple may be making the two versions of the iPhone 8 Plus in the 2017, and the biggest differences between the two could be the screen technology its uses. KGI's securities analyst has suggested that one version of the iPhone 8 Plus will come with LCD screen, as it is used by the current Apple phones, while other will come with the OLED screen. OLED that is used by the Samsung's phone, that is Samsung Galaxy S8, S7. Rumor has it Apple want to upgrade the screen technology to the OLED on all of its iPhone models, but demand of the tech is too high at the moment of the effort to build enough OLED screen, so it may only do it to the one version, the iPhone 8 Plus. Though recent rumors from the investor suggest Apple could have secured 160 million OLED panels, which should be enough for the most model. It seems the curved OLED models may be sourced from the Samsung and could be made of the plastic. Expect the OLED version of the iPhone 8 Plus cost a little more than the LCD version. The possible lack of the OLED stock may also mean this version of the Plus will be the higher demand. Supply chain sources claim the OLED handset will have the edge-to-edge screen with the fingerprint scanner embedded into it, and that is the model is currently codenamed Ferrari. We have been seen that the evidence for the possibility from the Apple patent showing a bezel-free screen will embed component. A second similar Apple patent has also emerged. And now there is even more evidence as a leaked schematic of the prototype iPhone 8 also show the all-screen front. If Apple does make the scanner of the screen, it might add the function area of the button similar to the touch bar of the MacBook Pro. According to the research note, there will be the place of the hardware home button found on the current model. Apple may also decide to up the size of the iPhone 8 Plus screen. Apple may also decide to up the size of the iPhone 8 Plus screen. The iPhone Plus range has already always had 5.5 inch screen, but only analysts believe the screen will be up to the 5.8 inches on the iPhone 8 Plus. There is now demand for the larger screen phones. That's the rumor that pop out the more than the ones, so it's looking quite likely. It may be the Apple decided to keep the size jump just to the OLED version, though it happens to all. It's also possible that we will get the curved screen at the iPhone 8 Plus. In fact, recent rumor talks about the curved OLED screen, and one could potentially have the higher than the QHD resolution. Apple has supposedly ordered 70 million of curved OLED panels from the Samsung, though this could be intended for the next year handset, given that the order seemingly wasn't placed until the April. Whenever a curved screen iPhone arrives, it might also be the dramatically curved, as like the Samsung Galaxy S8. Though, according to the one source, which adds the curve also won't add a significant new function of the phone. There is also the very slim chance Apple will be able to include in the flexible screen on the iPhone 8 Plus. Let's talk about the iPhone 8 Plus design. According to hottest leak, it has been found that the major changes compared to the previous model. It will still be the last phone, but one version may be the glass instead of the metal. The Touch ID fingerprint scanner may be the integrated up to the screen. And let's talk about the everybody is thinking that is the iPhone 8 is going to be the waterproof? According to the sources, the iPhone 8 is going to the waterproof as like the Samsung Galaxy S7 and S8. And another hottest leak is that its camera and battery is optical image stabilization look almost certain. Expect similar 7MP selfie shooter, and the wireless charging may finally come to the iPhone. That's the hottest leak, and it might consist of the USB-C port, and it may consist of the graphic chip, and we would expect the iOS 11 to launch alongside the iPhone 8 Plus, but it's currently uncertain what new feature the software will bring. The iPhone 7 and iPhone 7 Plus both launched with upgraded A10 Fusion chipset, so we would expect the quad-core chip on the iPhone 8 Plus. It's likely to be the A11 Fusion, and even just the A11. In terms of the RAM, we would expect the iPhone 8 Plus to come with 3GB or 4GB. The iPhone 8 Plus might also be the graphic chip that's far capable for the gaming, especially in augmented reality and virtual reality, as imagination technology had made just a chip, and its tech often feature in the Apple A series chipset. Augmented reality could be the big focus on the iPhone 8 Plus. In fact, as the Apple reportedly has up to the 1,000 engineers working on the AR project that could be destinated in the next iPhone. Other hottest leak is that the smart connector for the accessories may be present on the iPhone, and it may include a iris scanner or tech to stop the thieves stealing your fingerprints, and a new sensor to detect the touch or more than just the screen, and the facial recognition system may be implemented on the new iPhones, that is in the iPhone 8 or iPhone 8 Plus 2. And everybody is thinking how much the Apple's iPhone 8 Plus will be priced. And would expect the similar price to the iPhone 8 Plus as there was in the iPhone 7 Plus. The 32 model costs $769, while the 128GB version costs $869. If you want even bigger 256GB version, you have to spend $969. In 2017, we may see even more expensive iPhone 8 Plus with OLED screen, though in fact some sources reckon it could be over $1,000. So don't expect to the next phablet to come cheap. And it is sure that the iPhone 8 Plus cost at least much as the iPhone 7 Plus, and same version maybe the even pricer. So that is much about the iPhone 8 Plus that we have got from the different sources, especially from the Tech Reader News. So thanks to the Tech Reader News and other sources, stay tuned at the Techunite.